Hey, Crimson Woodworking here and back with another chair repair. As you can see, I got quite a few to do. Let me flip this around and show you what I got. As you see a lot on these type of chairs, they seem to crack just where the boards were joined, and I don't know what kind of glue they used years ago, but they seem to fail pretty easy. You can see how this one has failed right here. Now the owners of the chair put something on the bottom. Let me show you. And it kept the chair together. It did a good job of keeping the crack from spreading anymore. But I'm going to have to take those off to repair this chair. And please don't be glued. Oh, good. Great. Okay, now that we got those off, the crack is free to move now. I couldn't really repair it with those on there because it wouldn't move. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a shim down in there to widen the gap out. I know that seems counterintuitive. Why make it worse? But I got to have a place to put the glue. Now, when I widen this out just a little bit, we're going to trace it back until we find where the glue is actually still holding up. And it's back up here, it looks fine. So we're going to have to try to get glue down in this very, very small crack. And there's a few ways to do that. One way, which I hope I don't have to resort to, which I've used in the past, if you look on some of my other videos, is using a vacuum cleaner that you just put underneath. Take the vacuum cleaner and put it underneath, pour the glue and suck it down between it. Another way is the opposite of that, is pour the glue on and take an air line and blow the glue down in there. But another way that we're going to try to do today is using dental floss. So, before we put our glue on, we're going to put our wedge in. We'll tap it just a little bit to open that up. And then before we add our glue, which if you get in any on this dental floss, it's going to make it really hard. We're going to put the dental floss in first. And dental floss is usually flat on one side, so it usually slides in pretty easy. And of course this one's not.
2 hours later.
All right. Now the glue I'm using is Tight Bond 3. It's a waterproof glue. And we're going to try to force as much with the dental floss down in there as we can. Get me off a good piece here and cut it off. dental floss will go very far back because of how thin it is. So ideally, you'll see glue dripping from the bottom, and I'm starting to see it already come through. That's about as far as I can go with a floss that way. And lastly, I'm going to put a wedge down here, take this one out, do this last section. Rather have too much than not enough. Okay. I'll give you a little picture of what's going on underneath here. We have a glue going all the way through. Okay. Lastly, we're going to put some parallel clamps on this. Try to clamp it up like this. And if I can, give it just a little time. I'm trying to move this out here. And our gap is closing up nicely. I want to see some glue squeeze out, and we did. Some good glue squeeze out. That's what we want. Now let's add one more clamp. And so I have one on the front and back. These parallel clamps are perfect for doing that without damaging your chair. I'm going to get the excess glue off now and see if there's any spots that I need to add another clamp to try to close this gap up completely. Okay, it looks really, really good. So hard to... You can't even tell where the old crack was. I have some glue squeeze out. I need to get off the other parts of the chair. And from the bottom, I don't want that glue to set up. This chair actually has a secondary crack in the back. If I could find it again, right here. And I'm not going to try to repair two at one time. I'm going to let this one completely dry. Come back and hit it tomorrow for that secondary crack. I will take a piece of blue tape to remind myself that I need to do that. And that's going to be it. That's how easy it is to repair these chairs. And they'll last a long time. There is a million of these chairs out there, and it looks like either white oak or red oak, one or the other. And I'm sure these chairs will just keep lasting a very long time. That's it. If you like this video, remember to hit the like button and subscribe. One other thing you see on these chairs a lot, and something you should check while you're waiting for your glue to dry, it only takes a second, is this support piece for the chair back. And a lot of these chairs, this one's not so bad. I can hardly move it, but you can see just a little bit. Let me show you from the side here. Anyway, these, it's moving just a little, but we're going to show you how to fix that. Most of these are very easy to take out. They're not usually glued in for this very reason. Usually take a flat screwdriver or a knife, and just take your Phillips screwdriver and tighten these up, and do it on both sides while you're waiting for the glue to dry. And that'll really tighten this chair up, make it nice.